Hey everybody, clearing. All right, this is going to be an eclipse reading. I found my lighter, it was under some crystals, and I lit the candle today. But let's get into it. So what are the masculines experiencing energetically with the eclipse? What is the energy that we can look at this time that is most affecting the divine masculine collective as a whole? Thank you, Divine Creator, for bringing through highest and best messages. What are the masculines, the divine masculines, experiencing in the collective? Flow and thunder both wanted to come out. So let's have a look at those. Yes, flow master masculines. Yes. Okay, 20. Dun, dun, dun. Okay. There is a natural movement of events in the world. You can see it in the phenomena such as the tide, the ebb and flow of oceans and rivers that rise up from the earth then flow to the sea. The symbol of flow represents the effortless and natural movement towards a certain destination. It signifies an ability to gracefully move around objects and reminds you of a sense of allowing. When flow comes to visit, it's a sign that your intentions have been in motion. Now is the time to allow nature to run its course. You are being called to effortless movements and the path of least resistance. It's like being within music, flowing within partnership. Think of the artist who creates without guile or craft, calling creativity up from the soul and bringing it to life without effort. You are called to be like a river, knowing the fulfillment of destiny is assured. Enjoy the ride. And thunder. Legends speak of great thunder beings who live in the sky and call for your attention when great occurrences are meant to happen in the world. They warn when tensions in a situation are called upon to be released. Their presence in your reading reminds you of the dynamic moments in life that change everything, both awesome and frightening. When thunder arrives, it's also a wake-up call, one that you will not soon forget. When thunder comes into your reading, it refers to a big, dramatic change that feels like a herd of wild bison on the run. You feel it right through your bones, and you know that you are powerless to influence whatever events have been set in motion. This is the time to be prepared for anything. Your life is an adventure. A wonderful opportunity is now arriving. The trick is to learn to run with them. Flow. Qualities that you'll need now more than ever are flexibility, dexterity, and the willingness to experience it all without dictating from where or in what form opportunities will come. Your destiny is arriving. Be ready. Wow. So the eclipse is bringing in changes that you may not have necessarily felt like you signed up for, divine masculines. You are meant to go with the flow, and whatever is happening for you right now, there's a big resounding yes in the energy to just allow it to come through the way it's meant to. Now I'm going to get some cards and see how are the divine masculines consciously recognizing this thunderous flow. Empathy. I am open to seeing both sides of a situation. So divine masculines, you might, if this relates to your twin journey, you might suddenly be aware of something in your situation where your divine counterpart, karmic partners, something is coming up right now that seems to be demanding you and your flexibility to just allow whatever it is to play out, knowing that it's bringing in the answers to what you have been asking for. It may be that you don't see the other side of some situation that you're being asked to have empathy regarding. So if there are people, places, things that are moving in the world in a way that you don't feel comfortable about, it's time to empathize and put yourself in the other shoes and to open up to what it could be in a beneficial way rather than fear. This is about going with the flow with whatever is coming to you, divine masculines, or whatever is manifesting in your life. There is a happy medium, I just heard, a median energy that is effectively bringing what you have asked for and growth, movement, something new, the winds of change. My candle was just going berserk. Flicker, flicker. Okay, how does this affect the twin connection? What we're seeing here for the divine masculines. How is this going to energetically affect the twin dynamic connection? Pegasian Stargate. Sophistication, ingenuity, originality, and elegance. So it is a multi-dimensional conundrum. I heard fun conundrum. So there is some kind of I just heard lyrical playfulness coming in. So there's something new that's musical, that is right on beat, that's metered, that is fun for these connections that at first might appear to be an added dynamic or challenge. There's something creative coming in that takes things to a new level. But remember, divine masculines, as you grow, the lessons, the intrigue, the sophistication grows too, regarding the puzzles you're faced with. The puzzles that come to you, the puzzles of reality, the puzzles of relationship, the puzzles. Aha. How do we interpret the puzzles in a way that works for everybody, without expectation, without attachment to outcome, without an agenda? We have fun like children. That's how we do it. Okay, so, beautiful. Let's get a little message for the divine feminines really quickly. What would the divine masculines like to say to the divine feminines about, you matter, and I can't even look at you right now came up. So divine masculines are being pushed by this eclipse energy to really focus their preferences and your worth. Harmonize those two things in a beautiful way, but they can't do this directly right now for some reason. It's an inside job, I just heard. So divine feminines, don't worry if you are in communication, your masculine is not articulating this. Don't worry if you don't see signs of this, or if you're not in communication and you have no way to know. Your divine masculine is understanding your value and their own preferences at this time, and how that all works on some level. So here we go. Thank you, divine creator. What are the divine masculines thinking about these connections in these now moments? What are they feeling? Oh, let's do thinking about their twin or their divine counterpart. What are they feeling on the heart space about the connections? What are they feeling on the heart space for their divine counterpart? What are they wishing for their lives in their own right? What are they wishing regarding the connections? What are they doing in their own lives in their own right? What are they doing that will bring them directly into closer union with their divine counterpart? What is the biggest challenge? What is the spirit-guided solution to the challenge at this time? And where are the connections going in the near future? That's usually about 3 weeks from when we see these readings. Okay, conscious mind, divine masculines. So we get Queen of Wands, divine feminine, showing up in the reverse, and the Page of Pentacles. It's kind of looking the other way. I'm hearing a couple messages. Usually this is my card for a glow up about to happen for the Divine Feminine. So some major change this is an energetic message. So this is on the conscious mind of the Divine Masculines, but I see them looking elsewhere with kindness, focusing on the little things in their life, taking care of details in their vicinity, with their back slightly turned to Divine Feminine right now. And energetically, I'm very much being told that this is because there's something happening for all the Divine Feminines, also to do with the eclipse. And I'm going to do a Divine Feminine reading, so we'll probably get into that. But Divine Feminines, you've got your resources, your energy tied up somewhere else right now, and you're about to go to a next level. So that can be healing, that can be karmic clearing, that can be career, that can be mission. Something is processing for you, Divine Feminines, and the Divine Masculines are just sweetly going about business, maybe taking care of children if that applies, or being like a child, doing something creative, being in a zone that is allowing them an open wonder and curiosity. 1111, wow. There is an energy of wonder that's growing. This is a card, there's another child here who is talking, well, ignoring a mermaid. I mean, who does that? Who ignores a mermaid, right? It's either out of immaturity that you ignore them because you don't know that there's a freaking mermaid right there, or you just don't want to believe it because it's too good to be true. And so this is like a child, this is like a child. I'm getting that with this wonderment, with this playful energy here, that it's causing them to not want to miss out on the fun times, the magical times, the unusual times, to not miss these opportunities to talk to a real mermaid anymore. So there's this growing remembrance of life in their own way, with the things that make their heart sing, the things that are essential to them, the fun things. It's remembering the things of the carefree days when they weren't stressed about life. Not that there isn't adulting, but this is a recalibration back to remembering the splendorous layer of life. So they're really thinking about their own mood. I'm getting that they're thinking of their own mood today or at this time. What is the thought? I'm getting another bit of a message here that Divine Masculines have been inspired by you, Divine Feminine, to remember to not take life so seriously, to be in that open, innovative state. You know how children are, everything's a first. So there's something here like the Divine Masculines are seeing with beginner's eyes, and they're very happy to be doing that right now. What are they thinking of you, Divine Feminine? They are really in their sovereign energy going through this eclipse and the 1111 portal coming up. They are very much thinking in terms of their own wholeness, their own stability, their own comfort. Deep, deep inner nurture. Queen of Pentacles, this is the home. This is a wife, partner, wifey energy showing up, wondering about that. They may be looking at codependency versus relationship, taking things slowly, doing things right, taking care of their own internal nurture. This is also like a mother card, so they could be reparenting themselves with the page energy and the queen energy here. It's like they are giving themselves permission to play again. Oh yeah, here's the karma, here's that darn eclipse. This is why I use this deck. Thank goodness this showed up. Here it is. This is the judgment energy. This is also in this deck, it's called karma. So this is coming through the eclipse on their own terms and seeing all of the times they've given their power away. And they have, like, there's been rain on their parade because they have not felt like it was appropriate to have fun and to play and to do the things that make them happy. They've felt judged, they've felt condemned, ridiculed for doing the things that they prefer. Those are wastes of time. Why are you doing that? Why can't you just focus or do this according to other people's opinions? So they're really saying, wait a second, this is my life. I need to enjoy it here or I'm going to regret. So there is a lot of independent motion here, Divine Feminines. There's not a lot of focus, but it all applies to the connections. What are we seeing on the heart space for the masculines? Wow, some more deep, deep internal contemplation. So I can't even look at you right now is just, you know, this reminder that you matter, Divine Feminine, but there is just so much internal processing right now for the Divine Masculines. This is another deep intuitive motion. What makes me happy? What really makes my heart sing? What really feels good to me? What is the best use of my time? What can I feel good about? What would I like to give a legacy energy, or how would I like to create a legacy energy? If children apply or might apply, what can I transfer to the children? Oh, look at that. And reunion also with the little twinsies in the reverse. So what kind of partner really makes my heart sing? Like, they're looking at connection. They're looking deep within. I'm hearing for some this connection is checking off the boxes, but for many it's not even with a primary focus on this connection. It's like it's going to come back around full circle any day now, any moment now, but for right now, going through this eclipse, it's a sovereign motion of deep contemplation. What makes me happy? What sits right with my soul? Kind of energy. Just about got a bouncy ball speed wobble. What can we see for how the masculines are feeling for their Divine Feminine on their heart space? Wow, more cards in the reverse. However, Chariot and Lovers, this is deep. What would it take for me to feel free to move forward? What are the higher love indicators? What is balance? I'm hearing a lot of questions. Some may be journaling these things and brainstorming. Some might be doing self-help meditations. Some of them might be asking themselves key questions. It's almost like a New Year's resolution vibe I'm getting right now. And we get the moon. So this is subconsciously driven by this lunar eclipse. Yeah, we're getting that energy here again, that this sort of a recalibration, an alignment thing happening here is they're being accurately stimulated by this eclipse to get in touch with who they are and what they actually want. So what are they feeling on the heart space for their Divine Feminine? Wow, we get some more like deep dive internal stuff. They're really not focused on feminine right now. They're really focused on karma clearing, understanding what's been codependent. Here's the Nine of Pentacles again. What has been codependent? What does not need to hold power over them? Wow, and the King of Wands in the reverse. This is the perfect counterpart to the Queen of Wands we saw earlier, both in the reverse. So there is this deep internal. They are hoping, if they are thinking of you, Divine Feminine, that you are equally looking at what makes you happy. Oh, I just heard, because you better be ready, because I'm going to come and ask you. So what do you want, Divine Feminine? Divine Masculines are really looking at what turns them on. They are actually looking at what is their love language, what feels good to them, what doesn't feel like it's taking too much or threatens to compromise who they are or pull them off track. What would it be like if they didn't feel like they were losing themselves? What would relationship be like if they didn't feel like they had to explain themselves? If there was synergy, if there was this natural affinity, what would that look like? What would that feel like? How would the daily interactions be if they didn't have to watch their back, if they didn't have to be on guard for doing it right or wrong? What would actually sit well with their soul? Wow, Divine Masculines, I have never seen such focused, analytical, heart-based meditation on getting to know yourselves. This is stunning. Okay, what are the divine masculines wishing for these connections? Well, we get the Daughter of Cups, which is my hopeless romantic card. They really they want success. They want the real deal. They want to have the idyllic relationship, and they're in meditation right now to find the truths of that. So another confirming message. Yeah, they definitely don't want the hot and cold ghosting. They want to be all in, and they want it to grow. They don't want other people to be a factor. I know that because the Four of Swords is healing after the third party energy. They don't want to have to be experimental anymore. They want to know their shit, I just heard. They want to know what they're talking about. They want to be qualified and believable and trustworthy to choose a partner. They don't want to lead people on anymore. They don't want to be led. They don't want to be manipulated, convinced. They want to know how to know if it's real. There's something here with the Knight of Wands and the King of Wands, that sacred sexual recalibration that came out the other day in the sacred sexuality reading. Go watch that if you haven't watched it. But yes, they are sinking into this internal meditation and searching their own awareness for what would it take for me to be drawn, attracted into my divine feminine or a counterpart for the rest of my life, actually. Not just in theory, not just for show, not just what we say and do, but in our hearts is what I'm hearing. What actions are the masculines taking in their own lives? Okay, secretly they're looking at what is actually justified, life review stuff. This eclipse is really balancing the scales and the world once and for all. They are making some final decisions about what they actually believe. Their gospel. They are secretly basing so much foundation going forward on these now moments. This is a major turning point. They are looking for what authentically justifies somebody being the whole package. They're really looking at what it would take for them to be a complete human. This is ascension motion. This, the High Priestess in many ways, it's a saint judging the world through mercy and humility. The Justice card to me is the legal system. It's the 3D. It's the cause and effect. It's the observable world. It is the fairness. It's the legal and 3D worldly assessments. The High Priestess to me is the spirit of the law, where this is most often the letter of the law. However, the masculines are about to learn the tools to break the rules by ascending. The world can be a card of ascension, so they're really getting an overview on what they think they know about reality. They're correcting me, what we do know, what we've learned the hard way, I just heard. And then wanting to use all of that information to very, 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 very much shift the paradigm to something better that the world hasn't really got as a common option. They want to be the ones that love. For real. Oh my God. Oh, divine masculines, you're great. Great, great, great. Okay. What are they doing that's going to bring them closer to these connections? Again, internal hermit. What creates prosperity and growth? What is reciprocity? What is the key? What's the missing piece? What are the solutions? Divine masculines are looking for solutions. What regarding separation, The Five of Pentacles, this is the key between financial struggles and abundance. This is the key between relationships for show and our heart being in the real deal. They are deeply looking at that. They're looking at the connection between worth, doing our best, success. Divine masculines are puzzling over and solving the big ones. This eclipse is like a make or break energy for divine masculines. What are the divine masculines' biggest challenge at this time? Ooh, opening their heart, seeing the light. Here's that karma card, the judgment card again, this eclipse reference where it's being revealed to them, the reasons that justify them opening their hearts and going forward to the Ten of Pentacles. The Four of Pentacles is when we release the guard of our heart and say yes, and we actually risk being left out in the cold because it's so crazy it might just work, that if we open our hearts and go with the flow, nice full circle from the beginning, it's far better to not have a regret at the end of life that sees they could have gone forward into these unions but didn't. So they are opening their hearts, and we get the confirmation with the Lovers. They're grounding this higher love. They believe that it is possible. They know that you love them, divine feminine, and they are willing to now go with the flow and see how that unfolds. So whatever the things are that are arising right now that seem to possibly be premature or out of the divine masculine's comfort zone, we got those messages at the beginning that divine feminine, you might be doing something very outlandish, uncharacteristic, prophetic. You might be making major decisions, divine feminines, that the divine masculines might be privy to. There's something radical. If not radical, it's karma clearing. It's something that is changing, whether it's energetically felt or in the 3D. The masculines have knowledge of whatever it is hand in hand with them opening their heart. It's all falling into alignment. It's all coming into place, I just heard. It's a beautiful message. So, let's see. So, let's see. Oh, hang on. I'm just looking if that is... Okay, so that was the challenge. It's like opening the heart. It's believing in this. It's going with the flow. What is the solution? So we get... This is such a funny hangman card because the eyes are like, boing! And what is the divine masculine seeing or needing to see? This is the solution. Is divine feminine in the upright, Queen of Wands. I'm being taken with the spirit animal of independence, the cat that's in the forefront there, and the divine feminine making these gutsy, spirit-led moves. Divine masculines are seeing you doing these things, divine feminine, and they're like, boing! Like, they are really taking note here. So the encouragement, the advice is, divine masculines, open your eyes and look at how your divine feminine lives their lives. How it's not a coincidence that they move in the world the way that they do, that they are independently led, that they do what they want. And they are making these incredible, healed decisions. They're not buying into what the world says, what their self-worthiness issues used to tell them, or what you think. They're pulling those swords out, and they are living these fiery, passionate, independently guided, spirit-guided lives. This is my martial artist ease and flow. This is like a Disney princess on steroids that rolls through reality, and everything rises up to conspire, and opportunities and abundance comes in. The magic ticket, divine masculines, that the thing your divine feminine has that you're being asked to look at is this heart-led motion that allows for the universe to respond in kind. And you are seeing it. This is a card that's been coming up for the Divine Masculines the last few days. And it is the answer. We don't need to people please and buy into the ways of the world and the things that keep us playing safe. We don't need to buy into these worthiness things that tell us that we're not allowed to let our hearts sing and do what our hearts guide us to do based on how we feel about ourselves. And then being afraid of what other people think of us that are close to us, that we would somehow hurt them. So we shouldn't share an opinion. We shouldn't get to the essence of why we want to be who we are and be free to tell other people about it. So Divine Masculines, pay attention to how your Divine Feminines are flowing in the world as well. That should be an indicator of compatibility. And it's very rare to see these opportunities or these examples in the world. I'm being told to remind that divine counterparts are spirit-led and not just willy-nilly. They are brave, they are courageous, but they are making these deeply intuitive, organic choices based on their hearts. Yeah, beautiful stuff. Where's the connection going in the near future? The strength to come up against the Five of Wands energy. We had that earlier. Where was that? That was the wishes. This is what you're wishing for, Divine Masculines, to not let circumstances or other people's opinions trump your own knowing regarding who your Divine Feminine. So Divine Feminines, there is a motion where your Divine Masculine is choosing you, working on this puzzle, solving it, coming to peace, empowerment. This is such a beautiful alignment to come into recognition of the connections, the safety of these connections, acknowledging these connections to themselves as the most deeply nourishing, nurturing partnership that they can have, that you are the prime choice, I just heard. So beautiful, Divine Feminines and Divine Masculines. So you're really empowering yourselves, Divine Masculines, to not worry about what others would think about you choosing your Divine Feminine, because the love is there. I'm looking for another card. Let's get one here for each. Okay, that. I'm going to get one for the masculines. Oh, we got so many. What did we get? Root chakra, empowerment, and crown chakra. Woo, as above, so below, I just heard. But from the ground up to the heavens. So we get the root chakra, the red flower of life, stimulates passion and supports our sense of security on the physical plane, both in our bodies and as well as in the physical world. So this is that abundance alignment healing of the root chakra that allows the divine counterparts relationships to come in, because the worthiness connected with abundance or not, with allowing or not, with going with the flow or not, with aligning with this particular divine counterpart or not, all of that's connected with our sense of security in the physical plane. Then we have empowerment. So you're moving through this eclipse, coming into the empowerment that allows you to be sure, that allows you to be on solid footing, that allows you to feel grounded, Divine Masculines. But empowerment supports our ability to show up fully and completely, uniting us with others in deep trust that we are all connected through the same source. If you have found a divine counterpart, Divine Masculines, it doesn't matter what. Does not matter what those naysaying ideas are or what others are saying. If you have found love, run towards it. It is the most precious gift. Compatibility, love, synergy. It doesn't matter what the deal breaker energies might be. Where there's a will, there's a way. Does not matter. Love, finding love is the most important thing. Not the reasons why. it should not or could not or cannot be accessed. If love is there, keep working with it, divine masculines, until the reasons you're holding back are obsolete, not until the love is obsolete. The frequency of the crown chakra, the violet flower of life, supports our spiritual connection to the universe and our ability to transmute negativity into light. Those are all those deal breaker karmic beliefs, all of the things that limit and hold back. You're being asked to tune into source because the divine source has the solutions to all of the earthly concerns, woes I just heard. And then one more card, conception. The frequency of conception invites us to bring our consciousness to our origin, the place where everything in creation begins. It helps us to remember the infinite potential and the possibilities of this space and what we can manifest through our own focused awareness and attention, or intention. Wow, so for some, conception, there is a call to have a child, spirit babies, I'm hearing. I've had some private readings lately where some beautiful star-seeded little ones are starting to come in to whisper in the ears of their future parents. Conception, though, this is the origin story. You have life, divine masculines, and everything you choose to do is so sacred. You are star stuff. You are humble, made of earth. You are divine, and you're human right now. Have fun with it. Allow your heart to sing. Be everything you possibly can, divine masculines. Oh, so beautiful, this energy. There's such a freeing motion coming in. What can we see for the feminines? Passion. The frequency of passion reminds us that beneath every intense emotion lays the hidden gem of insight, balance, and calm. This is the temperance of the passion. The passion can create such immense longing if it's unrequited. We go through this period of temperance in these journeys so that we can turn the passion on when it's healthy and appropriate, and so that the passion is not running rampant when it's not warranted. It assists in the finding the balance within this intensity, moving us from chaos to the calm of its core, where we can let its long-lasting wisdom fill us up. Lust burns out as quickly as it comes in. If we can channel this passion, it is an eternal thing. Okay, many blessings, but for now.